Hello, welcome to Chicken Happy Hour at Cedar Woods Farm. Carl and I hope that you are well and that you are staying cool. It's about 100 degrees, honestly, about 100 degrees today, and it feels even warmer than that up here at the barn. I kept the fan on low, so I'll try to speak up so you can hear this fabulous cocktail recipe because it is a good one today. It is the perfect remedy for this hot weather. It's icy, it's spicy, it's everything good. So, my word. And I will go on and step out on a limb and say to you that I'll bet you have never had this cocktail before. I may be wrong. If I am, you tell me in the comments. But it just seemed a little unusual. It is called a Picante Pigeon. And you may ask, boy, the flies are bad up here today. You may ask, why a drink with the word pigeon in it? And I would respond, well, I don't know. You'll just have to wait and see. After we make the Picante Pigeon, we will go in the barn and I will show you the pea chicks because on Friday I was a little out of sorts when we filmed, and because the emu had gotten in here and I'd been chasing it around. So we didn't see the pea chicks or Todd, the baby pheasant. So we'll go in and do that, as well as any other new things that happen to be in the barn. Okay, so that is the plan. I'm going to put Carl, this happens every time. Okay, Carl. She's very patient. All right, you go over there. Okay, so here is what you need for this drink. This is a tequila drink. So, my goodness. So you need tequila, you need a shaker of ice, you need a muddler, which I'm very excited about this. It's my first time using this. I forget what kind of wood it's made out of, but anyway, Amazon. You need half a lime and some way to squeeze it. I'm trying this thing again. You need a couple little slices of jalapeno, which is the most exciting thing, I think, about this recipe. Say it, Carl. That's what gives this drink its spice. And then you need your glass, and you need, so, I do this quite often, I realize, but I did not have grapefruit juice. So we're making a small adjustment and we're doing pineapple juice. Carl. It also calls for a little sugar, but because we're using pineapple instead of grapefruit, because pineapple is really sweet, so we're not getting the tartness that we would get from grapefruit. So, oh, for goodness sakes. So I don't think we're going to need as much sugar. Like this recipe, if you use grapefruit, called for like 2 teaspoons. And I'm thinking, no, not with pineapple. That would be pretty disgusting. So we don't want a sugar bomb. I like sweet, but I don't want all that. Okay, so let's do this. And let me think about this. I did wash my hands. And as I'm muddling the little bit of sugar in my jalapeno slices, okay, now Carl, this is where we go on, go that way. I'm going to, hold on just a second. It's so hot that everything's melted. So I'm going to put my ice in my glass because I want to muddle in my shaker. So I'll just put the jalapeno in there. And I brought 1 teaspoon. I'm not even going to use that. I mean, it's cool to muddle the sugar and the jalapeno, but I just don't want that much sugar. So we will do it like this. I think it goes like that. And remember, when you muddle, you're not really trying to destroy the world. You just want to lightly press it in the glass. Okay, that is pretty good. While we're doing this, a couple things about pigeons, since we're making a picante pigeon. They are all over the world. They live everywhere, except in really, really cold areas and like some islands that are, way out. But they're pretty much everywhere else. And there are like 300 species of pigeons, I read. Okay, I'm doing 1 Frida of tequila. And a lot of people don't know that doves and pigeons are in the same family. They're different species, but they're considered same family. Let's see, pineapple juice. And something I read that I thought was kind of sweet about pigeons is that they mate for life. And they actually take turns, like when they're incubating eggs, which takes about 14 days. The male will sit on the eggs at night, and the female will sit in the daytime, or maybe that's vice versa. I don't know, but it's one or the other. But the point is they take turns, which I thought was kind of neat. Okay, so I have put in 4 ounces of tequila. That smells good. I've got the margarita and the sugar. I am going to put, let me make sure I get this right. You want just a little less juice than what you put in of tequila. So I'm going to put like 3/4 of Frida. And we'll do that to taste. That might not be sweet enough, but I think it will be. All right. I think what I was doing the other day when I tried to do this and kind of botched it was I had a huge lemon half in this, and it wouldn't even close. But I think it needs to fit in there better than what I have. No, I still don't love this because it goes everywhere. What am I doing wrong? Oh, maybe that's what. I don't know. I still don't really get the brilliance of this little thing. I don't know why I wouldn't just squeeze it, but whatever. Like I said the other day. Whatever. Okay, let me put the lid back on this. Ew. I despise flies. And now I feel like I'm forgetting something. But I think that's it. Now I'm going to put my ice in the shaker. I really feel like I'm forgetting something. Hold on. Tequila. Yeah, that's it. This is going to be a tiny drink. I should have tripled it. All right, so now we're gonna give that a shake. So something else, now I think I said that about doves and pigeons. They both have really, I guess weak is the word, nests. Like they build nests that are made of just 2 or 3 twigs. You know, I've had dove nests in the yard before, and you know, I just pray that a wind doesn't come up and just blow the whole thing over. They usually lay 2 eggs, but I don't know. I guess they make it work. Yeah, I think I just need a smaller glass. This would be pretty in a coupe glass. I brought my big low ball. It's more like a medium ball. And a grapefruit slice would be nice in this if you were using grapefruit. I am using a lemon thingy, and I'm gonna rim my glass just to be fancy. Okay, well, I feel that this is either going to be really good or not so much. I can smell the jalapeno, which makes me think it's going to be good. Let's try it. It needs pineapple. I think maybe it could have used more sugar. Hold on, let me put this. I never remember to bring a spoon. All right. That's better. That is better. I like it. I think I could have used more jalapeno as well. But that's very nice, very refreshing. You know, on a day like this, I could just go on and put the, let's go on and put the ice in there. That's hilarious. When I walked up here, I had giant square cubes. You can hardly see them now. Okay, well, that's good. Let me think of a way to protect this. Oh, I could just do this. I'll just put my book on it while we go into the barn. Okay, that works. All right, let me show you just a couple things. All right. I'm trying it horizontal today instead of vertical, and I don't know if I'm going to like it or not, but anyway. Oh, let's see what. Boy, they're the chickens are not laying like they have been. I think part of it's the heat, part of it's that they're molting. Okay, back. All right, nope. I have a fear of the pea chicks getting out and somebody trying to eat them. So those are the pea chicks. Here is Todd with his big long tail. He is really looking like a pheasant, isn't he? And then let me show you. Aha. So, those are called Saxon pigeons. They are from Germany, and they're show pigeons. Look at their crazy leg feathers. This one is the female. She reminds me of Grandpa Munster with her hair. She's acting all shy. Ooh. Well, hello. Aren't they pretty? So when their feet are like this, or their legs, that is called muff feathers. And apparently, just from what little research I've done, in Germany, show pigeons and just domesticated pigeons are more common, I think, than here. But anyway, really tame, very sweet, and she actually has already laid an egg. Unfortunately, it was from this tree thing in the barn, and so it broke when it hit the ground. And then also, let me show you these pretties. So the one in the back is the male, and I'm going to try this like this, and hopefully we're not all upside down. I find it so weird the way they hold themselves. Look at that. It looks like that would hurt your back, but anyway, that's what they do. And yeah, so weird. I find them very weird. So these are, let me think. I think that these are just white. They're called release doves. They're pigeons, but they're called release doves. And let me think about this. And I'm so hot, I'm having trouble concentrating. So there are actually businesses, companies that have release doves, like for weddings and ceremonies. Have you seen this? Thankfully, I've never been at a wedding or anything that released animals, doves or butterflies or whatever, because usually what happens then to those animals is they die. Either something, predators get them, or because they're domesticated, they don't have the skills to then just venture out into the wild and survive. So it's less of a thing now than it used to be, but it used to be a huge business. There's pigeons that have been bred to be solid white. They're a little smaller than the typical, the pigeon that you would see in the city. They're daintier than that, and they're called release doves. And actually, I read just a little bit of quick history. The Olympics used to release doves. It started back in 1896 was the first time they did it. The last time they did it was in 1988 at the Olympics in Seoul. And what happened was they released a bunch of doves, and they all went and landed on the torch, the Olympic torch. It's really not funny. When they lit it, they all burnt up. So that was the last time they did that. It was also very popular at the Vatican, and for years, decades, and forever. And the last time they did it at the Vatican was in 2014, because I think, and this had happened previously, where they released the doves, and then other predatory birds come and get them, right as soon as they're released. And so then you've got all these spectators, these onlookers, who are seeing this macabre sight when they've come to see the Pope. So 2014, I think, was the last time that it happened at the Vatican, and they had released a couple. They were only going to release two doves. Well, they couldn't get them to leave out of the window, and finally, when they did, a gull got one and a crow got the other. So I think just because of the public outcry that is not as popular a ritual as it used to be, but I believe that's what these birds were bred for. And she I noticed this yesterday. She has a foot injury. See how she's holding her little foot up. So sweet. But they, oh, there's a pheasant. They have been a real joy just in the 36, I guess, hours that we've had them. Look at these two. They are in love. No kidding. So anyway, I wanted to show you, I mean, this room is just like full of love right now. We got these 4 new pigeons. We've got Todd, and now I hope this isn't upside down. I am not skilled with the technology. But anyway, I wanted to show you how fast these little guys are growing. And you probably noticed Juju, oh bless its heart, she is officially on the outside. We just decided it was time yesterday, especially because we brought these new guys in. So we'll, you know, they'll be reunited. They'll get back together. But it's good because they can visit through the screen. But yeah, these babies are big enough that they're okay. They're all good. I think later today, I just wanted to get this video in so I could show you close-ups of the new guys. But I think later we're actually going to let them out. And I mean, not out, but out into the barn and the outside part. We got them yesterday, but they've had time to acclimate and kind of calm down, I think. So I think they'll be very happy. I think where they came from, they did not have a lot of space and freedom, so I am happy to give them that. So sweet. You two are just something. He doesn't want to look at the camera. And what are you doing? Are you hiding? All right. Well, thank you so much for joining. We'll do it again soon. And stay well. See ya.